Assalamualaikum ji, welcome back to Evolve at 5 and we were discussing facial profiling. We have already discussed a left brainer and right brainer and anger management elements of the face. Today we'll be discussing how does our thinking affects our relationships, and with thinking we basically consider the upper part of the face, that's the hairline to the eyebrows, and in those the dimension of that thing when it comes to decision making has an important role. So how does decision making impacts our relationship? If we have dominant T1, the area from the hairline to the eyebrow is known as T1 area, territory 1. This shows our predominant thinking styles, and we are analytical and critical thinkers. So for that, if you have a person in front of you whom you are going to interact, you know he's a critical thinker. He's going to base his decisions or her decisions on analysis, thinking, reasoning. So you should not be trying to convince him through emotions or through pragmatism. You should be predominantly working based on his or her facial feature, how he or she is going to take a decision. And if you know that predominant thinking style, it will be easy for you to interact with him in a positive manner, and vice versa. If you are interacting with a teenager who happens to be your kid or your sibling or your patient student, and he has a dominant thinking style, you need to identify what are the reasonings, what is the research, what is the logical thing that I can tell him or her to convince her and him. One thing about them is that they don't take immediate decisions. Don't expect that he submits to your suggestion or he listens to you there and then and he commits something there and that in that interaction. Give them some time. Give them the option of taking some time and take decisions. When it comes to decision making, I would like to signify another important thing, that you need to identify their territories. T1 and T3 dominant people are the most difficult to handle. They will think a lot when it comes to analytical thinking, and the time will pass. You have asked them to make a decision about a certain happening event or a potential task, and the time has gone by and they're still thinking. And when it comes to relationships, what we are discussing right now, they will take very quick decisions, and that is through T3 dominance, the lower part of the nose to the chin. And they will there and then take a decision, and you, by knowing their dominance, that either they are going to take emotional decisions very quickly or they are going to overthink on the T1 dominance, you can improve the level of interaction and communications with them. So that is a very important factor when it comes to interacting with people, that when it comes to relationships, you need to know their decision making styles, and if you interact with them by knowing what their inherent strengths are and what their potential drawbacks are, you can improve the level of communication, you can improve the level of relationship with them. That's for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Stay safe. Join us. Allah Hafiz.